Please welcome to the stage someone who really doesn't need an introduction, one of the most famous people in the country, Ben Shapiro.
What an amazing event. What an amazing showing for life. Thank you all for being here. America's story is an incredible story. It's a story of shining lights and pursuit over the centuries, extended to the full range and scope of humanity. America was founded on the promise of God-given rights, chief among them the rights to life and liberty. Now, while America may have imperfectly fulfilled that promise, we always move forward toward the perfection of that promise. Over time, those unjustly omitted from the founding bargain were admitted and embraced. The American family grew. Only one group was left behind. That group had once been the most prized possession of a great and moral people, its children. The souls entrusted to us by the Creator, given to us with care and love. We built the country for our children. We built our lives for our children. And then something happened. We, as a country, decided to erase them. We decided that the present was more important than the future. We decided that convenience was more important than basic decency. We decided that we could safely blot out millions of souls who could not protect themselves, still forever, voices that could not speak. We dehumanized the most human, the most innocent among us. We lied to ourselves. And then we built walls around that lie. We lied about the science. We falsified anti-scientific arguments about the origin of life. We pretended that human beings were not actually human beings. We pretended that human beings with DNA different from their fathers and their mothers, human beings producing their own red blood cells by 12 weeks, their own fingerprints by week 8, their own developing eyes, legs, and hands by week 5, their own forming nervous systems by week 3. We pretended that these were not human beings with human lives at all, but disposable balls of meat. We fought to avoid looking directly at the ugly truth. What we've done, euthanasia, termination of pregnancy, abortion, choice. What we were really engaging in is the mass killing of the unborn, of course. Millions of children who would never be held, who would never open their eyes, who would never see the sun rise, who would never become parents and then grandparents. The dismemberment of babies in the womb, the torture of tiny bodies. And we told ourselves that we were virtuous for our lives. We reversed good and evil. We told ourselves that the killing had to continue, because if it didn't, we'd be disadvantaging women or raising crime rates or imposing economic hardship. We told young women that abortion wasn't merely a choice, it was a valuable, worthwhile choice. We told them to shout their abortion, to be proud of participating in the killing of the unborn. We excised those who stood for life. Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York said just a few years ago that those who are right to life have no place in the state of New York. Just this week, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that pro-lifers were not in line with, quote, where we are as a society. Well, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe we today here are not in line with society. We do live in a time when the Democratic Party has embraced abortion as a sacrament. And by the way, a time when many in the Republican Party spent years pledging to defund Planned Parenthood and then didn't do it when they were given the power to do so. We live in a time when pro-life nations around the world are loosening their own restrictions on the killing of the unborn. So perhaps we are out of line with the rest of society. To which I say, good.
Yeah.
So were the abolitionists. So were the civil rights marchers. So were the martyrs in Rome and the Jews in Egypt. Righteousness doesn't have to be popular. It just has to be righteous. And so we march. We march for those who can't. The media will ignore us because they always do. They'll cover other marches, you know, the 5 people who show up tomorrow. They'll cover the marches they prefer politically. They bet that the tens of thousands of us who brave the cold every year to stand here with the souls of the future America will be forgotten. We will not be forgotten. Our children slaughtered over the decades, remember, they look at us from above, and they know that they meant something, that that they do mean something so long as we keep them in our minds and in our hearts. Our children standing here with us, the ones who are here today, they will remember too. They will remember, and they will march until they no longer have to march. Our children yet unborn will remember, and they will thank us in their prayers. And most of all, God, the God who built and preserves nations, who brings life and maintains it, who stands with those who suffer most at the hands of evil. He will remember us too. He will remember America, and he will bless her. God will bless us, because we are the guardians of his most precious creation. We stand between America and the darkness, and we will march until that darkness is banished forever, and all of our children can stand together in the sunlight. Thank you so much.
The Second Lady of the United States, Karen Pence, is a mother, 25 years an educator, and an award-winning artist. She works to bring attention in her role as Second Lady to art therapy and sacrifices made by military service members and their families. She and her husband are no stranger to the March for Life. They've been here many, many years. This might be one of the warmer years that they've been here, though. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the Vice President and Second Lady of the United States of America. Hello, everybody. I'm Karen Pence. And I want to tell you that it is my privilege to be with you here today. It is my privilege to stand with you for life. Thank you for being here, for standing in the cold for something that you believe in. Thank you for your stories of courage. Thank you for your stories of regret and forgiveness and starting over. Thank you for your stories of hope. Thank you for your stories of inspiration. And thank you for your stories of truth. And it is my privilege to introduce to you a very pro-life person, the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence.
Well, hello, America. Thank you, Karen. Joy for us to be with you today. You know, my wife is many things. Mother, an advocate for military families. She's traveled across this country. She's even an art teacher at a Christian school. And I couldn't be more proud of our Second Lady, my wife, Karen Pence. Members of the board, members of Congress, faith leaders, my fellow Americans, especially all of the great young people in this pro-life generation. We're the Pences, and we're pro-life. And we're proud to welcome you back to our nation's capital. Grateful that you made the long journey here. The largest pro-life gathering in the United States of America, the 46th Annual March for Life. Thank you. We gather here because we stand for life. We gather here because we stand for compassion.
gather here because we believe as the founders did that we are, all of us, born and unborn, endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, and first among these rights is the right to life. Born sitting here shows the story of the important fact. In that moment, a movement was born. A movement defined by compassion and love. A movement animated by faith and truth. And a movement that's been winning hearts and minds every day since. Because of all of you gathered here, all those you represent and all those who have gone before, we know in our heart of hearts that life is winning in America once again. Life is winning through the compassion of caregivers and volunteers in pregnancy centers across the country. Life is winning through the generosity of millions of adoptive families who open their hearts and their homes. And life is winning through courageous men and women who step forward to serve in public office and who now advance the cause of life from our nation's capital to state houses across the country. To all the pro-life elected leaders that are gathered here today, we say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you for your stand. Thank you for serving for life. We urge you to stand strong. Be prepared to give a reason for the hope that you have. Be prepared to defend life. But do so with gentleness and respect. They will attack you. They will question your heart and silence others. Don't listen. Listen to the truth. And know that he who said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, also said, I will never leave you or forsake you as you stand for his creation. And as you stand, we're here to tell you that you can be confident you do not stand alone. You are joined by tens of millions across this nation. And know that you have an unwavering ally in this Vice President, in our family, and you have a champion in the President of the United States of America. From the first day of this administration, President Trump has taken action to defend the sanctity of life. Our president reinstituted the Mexico City policy, so now no American foreign aid flows to organizations that support or promote abortion around the world. In the last 2 years, President Trump kept his promise, and he appointed more conservative men and women to our federal courts of appeals than any president in American history. And this president signed legislation, and I had the privilege to cast a tie-breaking vote to empower states to defund Planned Parenthood. Truth is, President Donald Trump is the most pro-life president in American history. We are grateful for your support. From the White House to your house, life is winning in America once again. We gathered here today because we know we still have much work to do. So we urge you to stand strong. Stand with that love and compassion. You stand for life. And know that we will stand with you until that great day comes where we restore the sanctity of life to the center of American law. But you just don't have to take our word for it. You So it's an honor to address you here at this annual March for Life. But it's our high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the 45th President.
Students and people of all faiths and backgrounds to our nation's capital for the 46th Annual March for Life. This is a movement founded on love and grounded in the nobility and dignity of every human life. When we look into the eyes of a newborn child, we see the beauty in the human soul and the majesty of God's creation. We know that every life has meaning and that every life is worth protecting. As president, I will always defend the first right in our Declaration of Independence, the right to life. During my first week in office, I reinstated the Mexico City policy. We have taken bold action to protect the religious freedoms of doctors, nurses, and charities, like the Little Sisters of the Poor. We issued a new proposal to Title X taxpayer funding from going to any clinic that performs abortion. We are supporting the loving choice of adoption and foster care, including through the support of faith-based adoption services. And I am supporting the U.S. Senate's effort to make permanent the Hyde Amendment, which prohibits taxpayer funding for abortion in spending bills. Today I have signed a letter to Congress to make clear that if they send any legislation to my desk that weakens the protection of human life, I will issue a veto, and we have the support to oppose those vetoes. As this year's March for Life theme says, each person is unique from day one. That's a very important phrase, unique from day one, and so true. I want to thank Americans who traveled all across the country to March for Life, and I especially want to thank so many young people who give us hope for the future. Together we will work to save the lives of unborn children so that they have a chance to live and to love, to thrive and to dream, and to bless our nation and reach their full and glorious potential. Thank you. God bless you and your families, and God bless America.
Natalie, slow down.
She said pro